Hot Wheels claims their 1/64 scale RC of the Tesla Cybertruck will go up to 500 miles per hour scale speed. Let's put it to the test in today's video. To get a baseline of what a good speed normally is, let's use our Hot Wheels ID portal and a few of our ID cars. We made a layout with plenty of straight track and a U-turn at the end. If we're lucky, the cars will return to us. Because they're not radio controlled, we'll power these with a traditional booster and measure their speed pretty close to the start, where they have the most speed. First up is GT Hunter. 221. Next up, Rally Finale. 254. Motosaurus. 246. GT Hunter. 251. Jurassic Park Jeep. 218. Twin Mill. 204. Looks like we're getting scale speeds anywhere in the 200s, with an average after 10 successful runs of 239 miles per hour. Things are not looking good for the Cybertruck. Could it really be twice as fast as a traditional booster? Let's work out a method to measure its speed. We know a 1/64th scale, 1/4 mile, is about 20 feet 8 inches long. If we stretch out enough straight track for that distance, we can catch the entire thing in one camera angle, then in editing, count the number of video frames from our start, here where the cars enter the orange track, to our finish, where the Cybertruck hits the oil hazard from the total turbo takeover, and it launches in the air. We'll reset that every time, but it will be the best visual and audio cue of exactly when the Cybertruck reached the finish line. Let's give it a go. Here we go at regular or chill speed. In 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, it took exactly 2 seconds or 60 video frames to go the scale 1/4 mile. Let's use this online scale speed calculator I found, link in the description. Let's choose the scale, 1/64, the distance traveled, 247.5 inches, and the time, 2 seconds. And we get, what? 450 miles an hour? Oh, I can't believe it. I'm genuinely shocked. That's already more than twice as fast as some of the ID cars right after coming out of the booster. It didn't feel like it was going faster. Let's run the Cybertruck again for comparison. 3, 2, 1, go! This time it only took 59 frames, which works out to be 457 miles per hour scale speed. At this point, I'm worried our calculation is off. Now, we didn't plan on needing to measure the ID cars going the scale 1/4 mile for comparison. I thought the ID app speed would be accurate enough. Now let's take a look at a shot of an ID car. We know that these track pieces are 2 feet long, so we can count the number of video frames it took for this car to go 4 sections or 8 feet and still do a rough calculation. It took 23 frames, or about 3/4 of a second, to go 8 feet or 96 inches. Now it should be decelerating slightly unlike the RC, but it will give us some kind of a check, and we get 455 miles per hour. Wait, and this was the ID car, so they were going about the same speed. So does that mean the ID portal is way off? At this point I had to stop the experiment and do some online research, and contacted a friend with a background in physics. What I learned is that multiplying the real speed times the scale, 64 in this case, is a rudimentary way of calculating scale speed. It's not very useful. There are more complicated ways to determine scale speed depending on the application, like if you were testing a model in a wind tunnel, for example. All kinds of factors need to be considered than just the size and distance, and it gets way over my head. So let's resolve to say that the ID portal estimates scale speed in a different way, so we can't use that as a comparison. But because we're getting speeds close to 500 miles per hour, that's probably the technique Hot Wheels used when they made their claim. So let's continue the test with the Cybertruck in Boost or Sport mode, and see if we can break that 500 mark. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whew! Now that does seem faster. Let's check the tape. The Cybertruck made it to 20 feet 8 inches in exactly 45 frames. That's a second and a half. Let's plug that into the calculator and, alright, 600 miles per hour. Let's run it one more time for good measure, this time pressing the forward joystick and the turbo button just to be sure that doesn't make a difference. 3, 2, 1. Looks like we shaved off a frame on the time, so pretty consistent really. Let's give or take a frame anyway. But that comes out to 614 miles per hour scale speed. Now I'm no physicist, so let me know in the comments if you can explain why the ID portal speeds were calculated slower, or what you think the scale speed should actually be if the Cybertruck went a scale quarter mile in a second and a half. Thanks for watching Common Collected, we'll see you in the next video.